Oh my god. Well, good morning, you guys, from the typical chaos that happens at least once a day here on Lola's farm.
It's a good sign we got a north wind day, which means less of a chance for rain. Doesn't mean no rain, but should be able to get a lot of work done today. Today is the day, I know I said this on the last video, but today is the day that this A-frame house actually starts to look like an A. There's just a couple of things we need to do first. Because this is gonna be almost 30 feet up in the air, the top of this beam, we need to grind and paint all these welds. We also need to put a support beam back in here. So when we put the roof on, we have plenty of strength right here where it joins right here.
Measure to this line.
It goes, yeah, from hold it there.
So Kake is over here coming up with a plan for us. He's using his Boy Scout skills to try to wrap a rope around the tip, and then we're going to, well, I'm not going to. The boys are going to somehow pull it up. Not really sure how this is gonna happen.
Talk about it. What's the plan? What we're gonna do?
All right, we gotta have one person on the rope. I'd like to be on the rope if you don't mind.
Okay.
We need someone with this caballo underneath there pushing the tip up. And then that gives us 3 other people. I think we put Humberto on one side and 2 people on the other.
Okay.
You want to calculate, do a number crunch of our chance for survival?
15.
15% of survival?
0.33?
0.33.
Repeating, of course.
Yeah, of course.
So chances are on our side.
That's better than we usually do.
We have chicken?
Time's up! Let's do this!
So what do you guys say? Should I jump in here and try to help lift this thing up?
You stay as far away as possible.
I'm just kidding.
Someone has to survive and tell the story.
I have to be able to tell this story after.
It was a pleasure.
Brian! What are you doing, silly? Oh my god.
Brian! God! Eliminated!
Brian was first!
You crazy! You are crazy, honey! And to just make this experience that much more epic, it feels like a friggin'
Apocalypse, honey.
apocalypse out here with this wind and this rain.
Daddy.
It's not raining, but it was earlier. Oh my god.
Are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Brian! Come on, baby! Brian, bang! Come on, Bob!
Oh my god,
Brian! Oh my god. Come on, baby!
2, 1. Dale!
Oh my god!
Easy.
Oh my god.
Should we just get Enrique up here?
how do you feel there?
I'm good. Should we just get Enrique up here instead with that?
Enrique! Don't die!
I'm gonna get... This is insane. Oh my god.
Easy, don't let it go too far because I don't want to die.
Yo la estoy agarrando.
It's not going anywhere. I think he should turn the welder on.
Oh my god.
Bro, your house is huge.
I can't believe we did this.
Dude.
They did this. So they're just holding it into place right now while Humberto gets the welder.
Hold it good,
So while they're holding this, we're gonna get the welder set up and then weld it into place, at least tack it in, and then we'll get this thing really situated.
terrified. Who's... Oh shit! Ooh. Hold it good!
This is not a tiny house.
This is not a tiny house, bro.
Yeah, what was it? I thought this was going to be a tiny house community. You're building a mansion. This might be the biggest A-frame ever built.
No.
Oh! Come on, come on!
Go, Bubble, go!
On this side.
So basically, George's holding this side and preventing it from going that way, and then Kake's holding it there to prevent it from coming this way. I think we're gonna be all right, you guys. It's always so hard for me to stay focused on filming these really big moments because I want to just stay so attentive to what's going on. I think the mom, the soon-to-be mama in me is starting to come out, and I'm just, whoo, I'm losing my mind over here. But it looks like we're gonna be fine. Whew, thank the Lord.
You know what I just realized?
What?
How are we gonna get the rope down?
Oh my God. That's true, we didn't think that far. ¿Cómo está, amigo? Bien? Muy bien? Más fuerte, mucho fuerte. So I feel like my level of anxiety was like way up here. And it's slowly coming down. Enrique's got one side completely welded in. We're probably gonna go over it again with a second weld later, but we just want to get both sides done and welded first.
Enrique is definitely the best welder here. He's this dude right here up on the ladder. He actually went to school for welding, and his welds are always just so strong and much better than mine and Rodrigo's and Kaylee's. Even though we like to talk a big welding game, he is far superior. So that's why for these important ones, we're giving the job to him. Right now, this A is supported in 4 places. One right there, one on the end right there, and now we're gonna add in one more. Right where the level is right there, there's gonna be another beam that's gonna go up, that's gonna add as the 3rd support piece for this huge A. A downpour just came right through. It was just sunny like 3 seconds ago. This is just like the story of the day today. It rained every time we hoped it didn't, and then it didn't rain anytime we took our break, or, you know, I don't know, it's just one of those days, but we made a ton of progress. This is one of my favorite days on the farm so far. Just seeing our new project, seeing what it's gonna look like, seeing how freaking huge it is. Look how big that thing's gonna be. I'm so excited to keep going. Give me some of that, bro.
Yeah.
We crushed it today. What a good day. Terrifying day, but had to be done. Whew. I'm done now.
So I just want to take a moment here to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of different courses that you can choose from and really explore your creativity and your curiosity. Right now, I'm actually currently taking a course on home gardening by Ekta Chaudhary, and it has been so incredibly helpful because Jordan and I do not have green thumbs whatsoever. As you can see, we're starting to make some progress in here, slowly but surely. So Skillshare has a huge variety of different courses you can choose from web design to editing to home gardening, like the one I'm doing right now. And they actually have an amazing offer going on right now that the first 1,000 of our subscribers that click the link in our description box below gets a 1-month free trial with Skillshare. So thank you so much, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to the show.
I thought you were sleeping.
I was sleeping, but then the poopa woke me up.
What are you doing?
No, you were on the phone.
What are you doing in my house?
Me? My job. Any problem with that?
No.
Let me know.
Welcome back to the tundra, where it is 30-mile-an-hour gusts of wind. We're in a cloud. Look how crazy it looks out right now. Usually it's crystal clear. And we're still gonna try and build this house. This huge A-frame. I gotta tell you guys, definitely much bigger than we thought it was gonna be. I didn't think about how big 9 meters was. I didn't like translate that to 30 feet tall. And I'm also terrified of heights. And I know one day we'll have to be at the very peak of that, at least to screw the roof on. Do you think Sadie wants a little sip, sweetie?
No, definitely not.
What do you mean? Maybe she needs a little bit of fertilizer.
Help her grow nice and big?
Nice and strong. And organic, honey.
So Rodrigo's actually been using this biogas system every day now for the last week. And you can see he has the tubing set up to come into the shed through this little hole here and then up to this little gas stove. So how have you been liking cooking on the biogas?
Amazing. I love it.
Cooking with farts, dude?
Cooking with farts.
It tastes amazing.
Gives extra flavor.
A little bit bitter, you know.
Yeah.
You go there and and you feel it.
Oh my
Just
god.
a little smelly, but
Poo-poo, you're the one to always just go a little bit too far with the jokes.
Yeah.
No. You just have to come to this side of the island. This is the fun side of it.
Brian, you want some, bud?
Our coffee plants were about to die and we started hitting them with this fertilizer and they are making a comeback. I'm so happy. They just weren't getting enough nutrition. Something that I learned recently is that caffeine is actually a pesticide. That's why coffee makes the caffeine. Humans love it, but insects don't, especially in the quantities of coffee. But another thing that I learned that's pretty cool is some flowers produce really small amounts of caffeine and the bees love it. And they stay loyal to that flower because of the caffeine, same as how humans stay loyal to coffee because we're all addicted to it. We just walked up from Rodrigo's spot all the way to the top of the land. I'm already out of breath. I feel like I used to be able to do this no problem just a few months ago. Honey, you're carrying another 40 pounds with you right now.
Not 40.
It's 25.
Maybe 20. But a lot of you guys are probably thinking why we didn't build a road for easier access for bringing the materials down to Rodrigo's spot and eventually to the other houses. And to be honest, we haven't come.
That's why. We're trying to burn off some fat.
We're all getting a little fat here, yeah. No. To be honest, you know, we don't know exactly what we're gonna do yet. We've been talking a lot about having just walking paths and utilizing as much of the space as possible for farming and for animals. So right now, it's working just fine. It's keeping us nice and strong. We get a lot of strong men to make it happen, but I do feel bad not being as much of a help as I was just a few months ago. Because if it was a few months ago, let me tell you, I'd be carrying at least one of these carriolas down here. Hi, puppy!
I just cut off maybe 20 of these 2-inch pieces. And if you're wondering what these are for, well, they're to save a lot of time in the future. There's gonna be 2 different support pieces here that connect the whole roof together. There's gonna be some supports that are set inside, and there's gonna be some that sit on top. And we're not gonna have any problems down here, but right when we get to about there and further, all the way up there, we're gonna have such a hard time getting those support pieces in. So the idea is to take these 2x2 angles and weld them in place where all the roof supports are gonna go for the future. We should have done it with this one, but we didn't. But the idea is we can weld these angle pieces on right where all the roof supports need to go while this is on the ground. And then when we go to put the roof on later, it's gonna be much, much easier. This might be a little bit easier for you guys to see now. You can see all of these L's, all these pieces of angle iron. And there's gonna be a stud here that receives the roof. And there's also gonna be support pieces here and support pieces here that go in between the major roof supports. So when there's another A here, there's gonna be a piece of metal going in between, and it's gonna be received, it's gonna be able to sit right on this piece of metal. So we got this one all done. Now I just need to do this one.
Lolly girl. Come here, baby. So I'm actually working on our second Leave Your Mark sign, which is one of the tiers that we have for our Patreon, which gives you guys the opportunity to get your name posted on this sign and then nailed to a big tree right at the entranceway next to the Lola's Farm sign. So for all of you guys who've been waiting for your names to get put up there, I'm working on it now. And for any of you guys that would like to be added and would like your name up on our tree here on Lola's Farm, then we'll put a little link to our Patreon below. So it's basically any tier from Leave Your Mark and up. And I just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts to our patrons for all of your endless support and all your amazing messages and comments. Patreon is one of those things where it really gives us the opportunity to connect to our supporters and our viewers on a more intimate level.
That's the end of the day. There's good news and there's bad news. I'll start with the bad news. We didn't get the A all done. We're very close. We're very close. We're running out of day late. We're running out of time. But the good news is we just had a 7.1 earthquake. 7.0?
7.
I don't want to over exaggerate here. We just had a 7.0 earthquake and nothing fell down. Not the bus, not the workshop, not this house, solar kiln, nothing. Sorry, I could say that a win.
But the coffee grinder.
The coffee grinder fell off.
Yeah, we have a casualty.
What's that? What's in there? Is that your sissy? Is that your sissy in there?
That's all we have for you guys on this one. We're exhausted. Going to bed. I'm gonna try to watch some Band of Brothers, but Hulu isn't working for me, so.
I'm gonna go read my book upstairs in the loft.
That's about it.
That's about it.
See you guys next time.